I've come home, and in the garage is my mum's old Beetle. She's reached out to me because she needs to sell it, but it's sat in there for a long time. So we've teamed up with Just Campers. We are going to completely recommission the car, get it running, driving, stopping, nice and safe, and then it'll be up for sale at the Volkswagen show. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining us again. This is episode 2 of Mother's Oval restoration. Well, not even a restoration.
No.
This is episode 2 of the Oval Beetle rebuild. We are getting this thing working again. What is it, John?
No, it's not a rebuild.
What is it?
Recommission.
A recommission. We're recommissioning Mother's Oval Beetle. Oval, it basically relates to the rear window. Today's episode, we are going to be looking at the engine, which also, to be fair, looks quite tired. I don't know what we're going to find, but we're going to have a look, and no doubt John will probably get upset at some point. My day is going to be spent at the front, I think, because John's taken the drums off and all the brakes. I need to degrease all of this stuff. It's absolutely caked in grease. And then I need to get the tank removed, and the tank has got like there's no fuel gauge. There's a reserve tap at the bottom. That needs to come out. The tank needs to come out because the whole fuel system is going to be replaced, because that is another broken area. John is going to be at the back looking at the engine. Now, hopefully, I mean, it ran before. It's a complete engine, but who knows? It's quite unknown. We're treating it as an unknown engine, basically, aren't we? Got a few issues.
Slight issue there.
That's a problem. We've looked up the engine number, and this is a very early 25 horse engine, which turns out very rare. Parts for them impossible to find, literally impossible. There's nothing available. You cannot really get any, like barrels, pistons, heads, major engine components. You can't get anything for them. So this is going to be interesting. We've looked the engine number up and the chassis number for the car. The car was built November, December 1954, and the engine number corresponds with a 1954 engine. So there's every chance that is the original engine. It matches all the logbook and all the paperwork that I've got as well, which is really cool. It's a really nice thing to have. Not very nice to try and get parts for. Not so good.
And this is a little bit worrying. The spark plugs are still in it. So,
What was it? The fact that it's way too easy to turn.
yeah, it's very easy to turn, so I think, you know,
There's no compression.
there's not a lot of compression, but it has been standing for a long time, so we're not going to do it in situ because we can't get that off without releasing everything.
That is a nightmare. We were not planning on having to take the engine out. We were hoping it was going to be left in situ, but things are escalating quite quickly, aren't they?
Oh yes.
Oh yes. The Volkswagen show is looming. I better get on the phone to Just Campers and get some parts ordered, because things have got a little bit busier.
Okay, well, get careful, Dom. I could drop it. If that starts coming out the bottom, you won't be laughing, will you? Holy moly.
So the tank looks okay from the outside. I thought, oh, that'll be all right, that'll go again. The inside is so bad, there's just rust everywhere. So I don't know what we're going to do there. Just Campers do stock brand new reproduction tanks with the correct sort of filler cap to accept this. It looks nice under there. The frame head all looks rust free.
Oh my God.
What's happened?
Come here.
What's happened?
Clutch return spring is in 2 pieces.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And let's look at the clutch cable, look.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Look.
How is that?
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, destined to fail.
That was
Like
a close call.
Yeah.
And then that
Obviously,
rubber gaiter we're doing.
That is not rubber anymore, is it?
No. That's a bit of a nightmare, but I'm glad we found it, but I'm so glad that we found that clutch cable, because you couldn't see that before. It was sort of hidden in the tube. Now we've all taken it all off. It just goes to show you sort of need to dig relatively deep to find things like that, because a few goes with the clutch pedal, that would have let go, I reckon, in no time. Just Camper's shopping list is now a clutch cable, clutch return spring. I better get them on the list, actually, quickly. Up with the jack.
Oh, it's nearly there, Dom.
We'll lift that. 3, 2, 1.
Feeling quite weak.
There you go. That's it. Nice level engine to work on.
Yeah, Dom.
That's perfect.
Dom lining up the engine. There we go.
That is a potential problem.
It's all undone. Halo's out the way, everything. So this will all lift.
Nice.
And that's all.
It's not rusty, look.
No, this is.
That's lovely.
Yeah, this is lovely. This is our inlet manifold. This little. As you can see, it's.
That's coming off nicely.
It's
just pop that off.
It's just.
All the bolts are loose.
Just pop that off. And then it should just pop off. Then it should
just lift that off.
Just pop off.
Just lift that. Just lift the inlet manifold off, John.
And this. All that because of.
Oh wow.
That
is the problem.
All the exhaust fumes go up here and out here. But they're meant to come and warm this little piece of aluminium up.
So that would have all had hot exhaust fumes coming out in the engine bay, heating up the area of the engine that's supposed to be cool.
Also getting sucked into the fan and blowing through into the cab.
Blowing
carbon monoxide poisoning.
Fantastic. The original one, because it's got the VW stamp on the top, he's had it rebuilt.
And record, yeah.
Yeah.
Blimey, so this is not his first teardown, Dom. So it's a lot later than we thought it was going to be, Dom, isn't it? Everybody else has gone home.
Late in the day, yes.
And we're still here.
Because we love it. The engine that we were not going to take apart
is in bits.
Is in pieces, and it's continuing to becoming more pieces. It's a very old 25 horse engine, difficult to get bits for.
That's
the first thing we need to do is establish what is wrong. So we're going to take the heads off, so we can actually see what's happening inside the combustion chamber. And then it's, good. And then we can give everything a nice clean, make sure we fix it all before we put it all back together.
Oh, it's well gummy, isn't it, dude? So that should be flat on the end. It's meant to sit on the cam, go up and down.
Wow.
Yeah, that's abuse. Yeah, right, so we're on an engine. Right, if we can get an engine, we'll be all right. Yeah.
Oh, the joys.
Well, it should be interesting trying to find the parts. Here we go. Right, let's put that back. There's nothing to see there. Oh, my life. This needs further investigation. Actually, you can't tell. We need to clean it up.
Yeah, full of
It's
carbon.
complete, so that's a good start.
I have got a lot of homework to do because I think this engine is potentially going to end up being completely rebuilt. It's a disaster. Let's down tools, go home, have some dinner, and we'll come back in the morning with fresh eyes, and I'll do some homework on what's available and what's not, and we'll reconvene in the morning. Okay?
Okay.
See you in the morning. Well, it's a new day. Hello, everyone. It's actually a new week. I've spent the week going through all of the components, as many as I can, degreasing everything, making it all nice and clean. So today, we are going to hopefully rebuild the engine.
Dom's got me in his ice cold workshop, presented me with numerous numerous parts. There's some very shiny bits.
Exactly.
It's been very hard at work. Completely confused me because obviously
You mixed everything up.
it wasn't how we left it the other day, but
It's all clean.
so we're gonna have fun today if we can keep warm.
It's going to actually come out in two,
Yeah, in half. We're going to split
In half?
Split in half.
like a little Volkswagen sandwich.
Oil pump, which is here,
Yeah.
which is obviously driven by the cam.
Yeah.
Which we are. It's a bit we want to look at.
Which is the bit that needs help, yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, I've managed to free it off. There we go. And we have to take that out because otherwise it'd be holding the case together. So yes, as I expected, lots of wear. So that's all right. No, look.
There we go.
There we go.
Thought I had everything we needed to split the case, get it apart, replace the cam, and put it all back together. Now we're in this situation where we've got the entire engine completely taken apart, and the crank is out, and now we've just realised the bearings that attach the conrods to the crank are knackered, and there's too much play, it's wobbling around, and of course, they're the one set of bearings that I didn't order. Now the engine is apart this much, and the case has been split and separated, the crank is out. I think it would be silly to not get everything cleaned and degreased and make it all pristine so we can put it back together with new bearings, nice and clean, and do a proper job of rebuilding it. But we are going to make the most of having John here because we've got the Just Campers order, the big shopping list that has turned up, see what we've got, and hopefully get something else done on the actual car.
We have a clutch cable.
Let's hope it's the right length.
Let's hope it's the right length. Very good, though. We'll have that. Fuel hose.
Oh.
Axle gaiter.
That may be a job for today.
Oh, brake shoes. That was close. Locking tab.
Oh.
Front wheel.
Brake lines.
Yeah, that's
pre-made.
Oh, look. Hey, so I haven't got to make any.
Oh, I know you enjoy that. It's always done. Look, it's done for you.
Oh, well, we've got a few. Got a few on the go. Front brake hoses.
Perfect.
Do you want to pop them out?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at them.
Yeah.
There we go. Look. Another wheel cylinder, which is good.
Yep.
Yep. That's a pair. 2 axle gaiters. So we got the gearbox covered.
And the clutch cable and the clutch. Yeah, that's all good.
Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, they look pretty, don't they? I'll
They're
set the
nice.
ignition
They've got
leads.
nice brown, like Baker-like looking ends. Yeah,
very
lovely.
nice. Brake master cylinder. Yes.
Yes.
We've been to the takeaway again.
Oh, you got your bag of penny sweets. Oh, yes.
Did you have the crispy pancake spring roll? Another brake pipe for the back. ×2. A fuel filter.
Oh, plugs.
Yeah.
Put them in your ignition.
So we've got the
file.
ignition and the fuel system on its way.
It all looks quite promising. I've got high hopes. It's all going to work perfectly. We'll go to the gearbox. We'll do the axle gaiters, clutch cable, the clutch return spring.
It's a big job. Let's get it
We
done.
might as well get it done this afternoon. We've got all afternoon. Then that'll be the gearbox end done. So when we finish the engine, we can put it in.
I have just removed the axle boot gaiter. Very supple.
Yeah, very crispy.
Yeah, not ideal. Surprisingly not rotten full of holes, but slightly,
Great.
yeah, not non-flexible at this point. I don't think we're going to be able to draw the cable back through, so we'll probably have to cut it off.
Yeah,
But
because it's frayed.
As you pointed out on your mission of discovery earlier, this is our clutch arm. Someone, in their ultimate wisdom, decided that they're going to fit it on back the front. So instead of it staying in line with the clutch conduit there. It's pulling it over at an angle, which is probably why it's cut through itself.
Well, you know why? Because when that arm is put on the right way,
It sits in front of that bolt.
it blocks the engine bolt.
I know.
So someone's obviously tried to take the engine out and thought, oh, you know what? I'll put that lever on the other way around. That'd be easier to get the bolt back in.
Oh, yeah.
This is the clutch return spring that was on the arm. You can see there's a vital part missing. Don't know where that's gone.
Hey! So probably where the actual conduit from the car comes through and this fits in, it's probably not been
Located in it properly.
Yeah, so
And the cable's actually worn.
it's actually cut through. Yeah, we should be like this.
Wow.
Not straight up, at an angle, that'll allow it to flex nicely. And then we put these final clips on just to hold it. I've already done the inside one up because that's a pain. You nip these up, you're tempted to keep going because it'll just keep pulling them through the rubber. The secret is not to overdo them.
Okay.
And then for our last clip, oh yes, there it is.
That pulled in nice.
No gap, no nothing.
Go on.
Two,
Go.
one.
Oh.
Oh, look how happy that is. Look.
Flying through the list.
I'm on the clutch cable next.
Clutch cable next.
Yeah. Let's complete this side.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Which means the car's going to have to come down because we need to get to the front of the car to the actual pedal assembly where the cable is hooked on.
Now we've got to release all this. Like I say, to get to the clutch cable. So yeah, room is at a premium. There it is. And they wonder why it costs so much to change the clutch. It's only a clutch cable. Yes.
Yeah.
Feel free to do it yourself.
Take apart the entire pedal assembly. Axle boot on, clutch cable in, conduit for the clutch cable is in.
The spring's on.
The return spring, the lever now is facing the right way, which makes so much more sense because actually you can see
Yeah, the alignment
of the
spot on.
Yeah, the alignment of the cable is much better.
Yeah.
Before that bend was coming out this
Yeah,
way.
literally 2 inches out, just cutting through the side of the cable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hence it, you know, being frayed.
Yeah, so it was the cable because the whole problem was because that was on the wrong way. It was bending out this way, so then the edge of the clutch cable was rubbing against there. Enough for now. It's pitch black outside. It's getting late. John's got to get home. We're both knackered.
It's been a struggle. It's one of those days.
It's been one of those days. It's been a roller coaster. And it's so frustrating because I'd spent the week planning every little bit of that engine build and laying it all out, getting it all clean, lining it all up, fully expecting for this episode to be the engine being back together and on the stand and all complete and done. We've got all the rebuild kits and everything. That couple of bearings that we're missing has ruined the plan, but I think we've made good. We've come good.
Well, we're cracking on.
That's we are ticking off 3 or 4 big jobs ticked off the list here. So not what we planned, but still progress. So that's it. Thank you so much again to Just Campers for sponsoring the video. We'll see you next time. We will do the engine. Next, shall we say that?
No, let's not say that.
Next time. Come on.
There's plenty to do.
Yeah. We're going to do the engine. Next episode, we're going to build the engine.
I bet we don't.
Yes, we'll prove him wrong. See you then.
Reverse the arm to the correct.
This is
right,
no
hang
good.
on, no.
This is no good. Go on.
Bye, Wendy.
Quick, let's do the talking before she comes back.
She's got it. She's back.
Oh, for goodness sake.